Subscribe to Mastermind channel and click the bell icon to get the latest updates of our videos.
So hi guys, this is Varsha and you're watching Mastermind. Well, today was your Hindi exams, right? So do comment, do write to us in the comment section below. How did your exams go? Was it good or was it average? We are very eager to know about your how did you do. Well, so let us proceed further. So in this session, we are going to discuss some of the tips for your history exams. Day after tomorrow, that is 20th February 2019, you have your history exams and history and civics exams, and most of you might not be prepared till now because history is something like you learn and you forget. You are getting the entire book and it is not possible for you to read each and every chapter in details. So friends, let us start with the tips. The first tip that I would like to tell you for history is that you have to go through all the short questions that is in the first section, that is section A. You get civics as well as history, all the short questions. So you must go through the past 10 years board papers and you must refer to that. That is the best for your history. All the short questions, all the 1 marks or 2 marks question which are asked from your history and civics, you must go through all the questions. Do not try to leave the less amount of questions. Try to attempt all the questions because as my brother Aman Bhagat, he has already said you about Hindi. He has given you tips for Hindi, but he has said that for all the subjects, try to leave as far as it is better that you leave less, because if you leave too many questions, you are going to lose marks. But if you write something, there is no negative marking, of course. So even if you write something, you will get marks. It is better to write than not writing at all. You will at least score half marks or so. So your first tip I have already given you. It is that you have to go through all the short questions which are there in your past 10 years board papers, which are there in the syllabus, not which is out of syllabus, which are there in past 10 years. It is mentioned which are there in your syllabus now, and which is not there. You might not find the answer, so you may find the answer, but it will be mentioned that it is out of syllabus. So you go through all the chapters from your past 10 years. Go through all the 10 years questions, all the short questions. Try to leave as less as possible. Now we start with tip number 2. Tip number 2 is that you have to go through, now in section B you have all the long questions. So now it is not possible for you to go through each and every long question. You might be asked anything. Now your Hindi exam was there. My brother, he had given you some of the tips, and also many of you had asked what are the important probable questions that might be asked in your ICC. So we had done, me as well as my brother, we together had done a guesswork, and we had gone through all the recent years specimen paper, that is latest CISCE, from the latest CISC curriculum. Some of the specimen questions were there, as well as we had gone through past 10 years and we found some of the questions which were important. So we gave it to you, and you have seen the result today. Many questions from that chapter was asked. It was there. So now I'm going to give you some of the probable questions and some of the probable chapters that you have to go through. I know that many of you will be commenting after watching this video. You will comment that it is not necessary that these questions will only come, but it is better to, well, that way also you are going to learn. Since it is your exam, you are not going to sit idle, right? You have to read it. So when we are giving you some of the selective questions, it is better that you go through, because we have done a lot of research work and then we are giving to you. It's not that we are thinking, whatever we are thinking, we are just giving it to you. So it is better that you do. These are some of the questions which might come. I will not say that it will come, but it might come. So we are going to provide you. But before giving this, I would like to say that I don't remember the name exactly, but it was Shreya Chetri and one more person was there, and many others. They had commented us to make a video on how percentage is calculated in ICC. Well, now I'm very busy right now. I don't have that much time. So nowadays I don't get that much time, so I cannot make, sorry, but I will surely make it one day or the other. Not one day or the other, like before the ICC get over, or maybe it will get over, I'll make it. I'll surely make it. And now I would like to say that it is none of your concern to know about how percentage is calculated. First, you need to put your efforts, you need to apply your efforts, you need to give your best, you have to do well, and then you be bothered about the marks. because how percentage is calculated, that you can know later also, that you can refer later. But now what is important right now is to study and get good marks. Well, let us begin with the important questions. So friends, I have already said you that from your first section, that is section A, from your history and civics part, you don't have to I'll not be giving you any important questions. I have already said you that you have to go through each and every question which is there in your past 10 years board papers. And now I'm going to discuss with you section B part, that is your history and civics long question and answers, which are asked 10 marks each. One extract is given, not extract. One question is given based on like with reference to the Supreme Court, answer this question. So like that. So, well, the first question is, now I'm going to give you from civics first. So, you need to know the qualifications, composition and the terms of Rajya Sabha. That is very important. Go through it thoroughly. Second is, you need to go through the original and appellate jurisdiction. Original and appellate jurisdiction both from the Supreme Court as well as the High Court. It will come for most probably 5 marks. It will be asked. You need to know it thoroughly. You have to go through it. After that comes your functions of Prime Minister. Go through at least 5 functions of the Prime Minister. And in history, second part, you have to elaborate the answers and write. It is not that you will just be mentioning the points and you will get marks. You have to elaborate for history. And friends, one more important thing is that time management. Most of you cannot complete your examination on time. That is your section B part. You do not get enough time to complete. So from the beginning only, you maintain proper speed so that you can complete it on time. Because after that, if you waste time in thinking and all, and if you do your first section and in your second section, you will not get time and your paper will be snatched by the examiner. You will not get any extra time. So mind you, please do not waste your time. Do not waste in thinking the answers. Do not waste time in thinking the answers. Whatever you know first, you write it and then think it later after you complete with all the questions that you know. Well, after that is your qualifications of the president. Go through the qualifications of the president. What are the qualifications that are required to become a president? After that is Prime Minister. You go through the qualifications which are required to become a Prime Minister. After that, go through the special powers, at least 4 to 5 special powers of the Rajya Sabha. What are the special powers of Rajya Sabha? After that, difference between the power of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. What are the difference between the powers of Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha? You should be knowing the differences. After that, you have to learn all the writs. Friends, this is most of the time it is asked in your board exams. You need to know about all the writs. It is important. Like habeas corpus, mandamus, certiorari, prohibition, writ of prohibition, everything. Go through it in details. Which writ is, where it is applicable, you have to know that. After that is, what is a judicial review? This is very important. What is a judicial review? Both for Supreme Court as well as High Court, there is a judicial review. You need to know this. And friends, if you learn the original and appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court, then it will be easy for you to learn High Court also. You have to write it similar, but the main difference is that High Court is for a lower post and Supreme Court is for a higher. Well, now let us start with the history part. But before this, I would like to say that I have already made a video on the important questions which are asked from the first chapter, that is Revolt of 1857. So I'll not be telling you much. You have to go through that. I'll be giving you the link in the description box so you can go through it. At least 2 video I'll be giving. 2 video I've made it earlier, so I'm not going to waste my time. I'll be giving you that. If you want, you can go through it. It is from chapter 1 and chapter 2, that is Rise of Nationalism, and INC chapter, and first, that is Revolt of 1857, also known as the First War of Independence. Now let us start with the history. So the first thing that you need to go through is Dandi March. It is very important. Dandi March by Mahatma Gandhi. It is important. Dandi March of Mahatma Gandhi in details. Go through it. After that is first round table conference and the second round table conference. Go through that properly. After that, Swadeshi and boycott movement. That is also very, very important. You have to be thorough with that. Swadeshi and boycott movement. It is important. After that, the immediate objectives of INC. What were the aims and immediate objectives of the INC? Go through that. That is Indian National Congress. You know that. After that is contribution of Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and one more person was there. It was Lala Lajpat Rai. You have to go through the contribution of Lala Lajpat Rai, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and Dadabhai Naoroji. After that, from your you have to know the functions of important functions of WHO, that is World Health Organization, UNICEF, and also go through the formulas of UNICEF, UNESCO, and all. That will also be asked for your in your 1 marks question. Go through the functions for your long question and answers. Go through the functions of WHO, WHO, UNICEF, and UNESCO, and also from your revolt of 1857. I've already made a video, but still I'm telling you in this video that go through the political causes, religious causes, economic causes, political and religious causes, everything. At least 4 to 5 points. That is important. 3 to 4 points, or maximum 5 points. Because now 5 point, it is important because since it is long question and answer, you need to elaborate and you need to write it. And friends, one more thing that I would like to tell you is that while writing your answers, sometimes you know the answer, and there are some questions which you know it very properly. You can write it very properly, and there are some questions which you do not know anything from that. You have not even touched that topics. So what you do is that instead of writing the ones which you don't know, obviously whatever you know you will write that. You write it, you keep on writing so lengthy that you do not get, at last you don't get time for the ones which you don't know. So even if you don't know, try to write at least something sensible that you get marks. And whatever you know, it is not necessary that you have to write it continuously, because if you write it, you will get marks. No need to elaborate too much also, because and you might lose marks for that. And nobody is that daring who will write so lengthy that you will waste your time in others. So please do it properly. After that, go through the Treaty of Versailles. That is important. Treaty of Versailles. Many of you might be pronouncing it as Treaty of Versailles. Well, that is not our concern. The main concern is to mug it up. After that, go through the similarities and differences between Nazism and Fascism. That is Hitler and Benito Mussolini. That is important. And both First and Second World War, go through the important questions. We cannot predict which World War will come, which First World War or Second World War, but most probably the First World War and the Second World War both are repeated in the alternate years. Like for example, in the first year, this year you will have First World War, then in the next year you will have, next year board exams, you will have the Second World War. Well, these were certain questions which are important. These are certain questions which are important for your board exams. Go through that, read it properly, and if you study this and if you watch our videos which I have already mentioned in the link, if you watch that, you will at least be able to score 70 above, 75 above. I can say it, I'm 100% sure that you will get 75 above. So please do go through all these questions, and if you want to, obviously if you want to get more good marks, if you want to study, you can also go through the others, but most probably you will not get time for the others, for each and everything. Nobody is that much genius that in 2 days, if you've studied before also, you forget history answers. It is not that you can remember it throughout your life. So, well, thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe to us and do comment us if you have any queries related to your board exams. We will surely help you.